about a place called Biafra.
और ये जो एक देश है जो बाइफ्रा के बारे में
They are part of Nigeria.
और वो नाइजीरिया के एक भाग है
So we love the people from Nigeria
और हम जो नाइजीरिया के जो लोग हैं उनसे बहुत प्रेम
and
करते
we
हैं
love the people from Biafra also.
और बाइफ्रा के लोगों से हम प्रेम दर्शा रहे हैं
But the Nigerian government's oppression against this people of Biafra,
और जो नाइजीरियन जो सरकार है जो बाइफ्रा के जो लोगों के विरुद्ध है
they say they brutalized and marginalized these people.
और उनका कत्ल किया
The IPOB issue in the southeast. The IPOB issue in the southeast is basically, as far as my understanding is concerned, is about the realization of Biafra. Is it possible for Biafra to be realized today? How? By negotiations or by going through another civil war, which we can't afford to? So I believe we should be able to negotiate with the agitators from the southeast as far as the issue of Biafra is concerned. We believe what they need is more autonomy as far as their sub-region is concerned. That is why we propose restructuring of the country, by which we mean devolution of more powers and resources. After all, there was Eastern Nigeria in the First Republic, and they developed at their own pace and with their own resources. So I see no reason why a middle-of-the-road solution, in other words, restructuring, devolution of more powers and resources, should not be a solution to their various agitations. The agitations are in different perspectives, to my understanding. One of it is political, and political has the sense of how does the Southeast, participate in power sharing in the country. And we are in a democratic society. There is no one single geopolitical, zone in this country then that on its own can achieve political power without crossing the Niger or being in alliance with other geopolitical zones. I think this is what they should begin to think. Okay, how do they partner with other parts of the country to secure political power, for their own interests or to protect their own interests? I think these are the way to go as far as the agitations for IPOB is concerned. I don't know whether my running mate has something to add, being also...
Mr. Speaker, we can even declare legislative emergency. Close the House, shut it up. Who are you legislating for? What laws are you making when the country is running in blood? The country is running in blood and tears. You cannot go, the farmers cannot go to farm. Our traders cannot go to market. Worshippers cannot go to mosque, cannot go to churches. Then what are you legislating here? Mr. Speaker, if the government is not prepared to actually do the right thing that will protect the lives and property of our people, I urge on you, I urge on this honorable house, as a house of the people of Nigeria, to stand up to pay the supreme cost. And that is no more than to shut this house down and to call emergency on any legislative issue and wait until the right thing is taken by the government of the day. Mr. Speaker, I also want to believe we are equally responsible. We should also go down to our constituencies. Civil, what do you call them? Civil vigilante. Let's go and reorganize our vigilante groups. We take commands and take charges of such civil organizations to see how we can salvage and protect our country, Nigeria. It's for us to have absolute safety. Mr. Speaker, Nigeria must have absolute protection of the lives and property of our own people. This is my take, Mr. Speaker.
You people are projecting. I think, don't project your own fears into me.
I think if you go from Benin to Abuja by road now, you no go only need your transport that freeze. In fact, I no go advise me you try am. You go also need to keep kidnap ransom.
You see, these are some of the things.
That is
it's not today that they've been kidnapping people in their house.
In Edo State, South Nigeria. I am from Edo State. I know what we are facing as we speak. 2 doctors, 2 brothers of the same mother and father were kidnapped in Auchi. One was murdered. The body was thrown into the river. The second one, they were freed. I have had to be part of the release of several kidnapped victims. And they know they ask for small money. As they pick you, 20 million, 30 million, 50 million, 100 million. For this economy, is it so hard to secure Nigeria? Do you know the primary purpose of government? The primary purpose of government is security and welfare. Every other thing is secondary. Road is secondary. School is secondary. Taxes is secondary. Security and welfare. Any government that has failed, though so much so that a foreign power have to land tomahawks in a place in your country. Your country, your government don't know where they, but a foreign power with no boots on the ground as are then had to land tomahawk on their head. That shows how incompetent, grossly incompetent that administration is. Do you know that in a state in the northwest, an assistant commissioner of police was warned by Bandits that they are going to unalive him?
Bandits warned him.
They warned him. They went to his station, got him, unalived him, and took his uniforms. Then they now came another day to say they want to negotiate with Bandits. The bandit leader wore the uniform of that assistant commissioner of police to the negotiation.
Yeah. Do you believe any other government would have done better regarding security?
That the freeze is not hard. What we lack is political leadership. Do you know that I told you say I be barrack boy. I was a senior president for a military Catholic church. I had soldiers under me as youths. And when they go and come back and tell us story, horror, that you go catch person, one person go intervene. Military go they do one thing, civilian go they do reconciliation. Reconcile with who? The reconciliation of a bandit is between the bandit and his God. The reconciliation of a terrorist is between the terrorist and his God. Your job as government is to arrange that meeting. And the earlier you arrange that meeting, the better for all of us. So this government does not have a clear-cut policy on what they want to do. Let me tell you, a serious government will end insecurity in 1 year. It's not hard. Are the bandits more trained than our soldiers? Are the bandits more kitted than our soldiers? Do they have more MRAPs than our soldiers? Have you ever seen a bandit with a tank? Do you know how many T-72s that Nigeria has? Do you know how many T-54s that Nigeria has?
The commander-in-chief who cannot hold its troops to account is as good as no commander-in-chief. It's not a matter of giving them billions and whatever ammunition they would require, things like that, but accountability. And you talk about the wanton killings, of Nigerians, innocent Nigerians. Not only killing, but the kind of dehumanized ways they treat Nigerians, especially women that are raped, children, exposed to some horrible things. And we see it on television. They will video it and then put it on social media. And I'm sure Mr. President sees it too. And tell me, what action has been taken to demonstrate Nigerians that there's really empathy, in this government? Look at what happened in Kebbi when the bandits, attack a school. The information, credible information, is that about 45 minutes to that attack, the troops that were put there to guard the place vacated the place. Questions have been asked. Nobody has been able to offer any answer.
Who called the troops away?
Yes. So, and you see your commander-in-chief. What are you commanding in that respect? If you cannot hold your troops to account for their failures, as this banditry, this insurgency has been going on, which commander or general has been called to order that explain why this thing happened? And this is not something happening once. It's happening, over and over and over again. So you should ask now, if I put you in charge, what is wrong with you? And I'm giving you money, I'm giving everything. So the commander-in-chief maybe needs to step up to the plate by holding the forces to account for the lapses, for the killings. So this is the problem of the failure of governance. The situation is that the opposition is endangered. We have become endangered species, in the political arena, and it is being supervised by the president himself, because I've listened to him when he say he enjoys it. When you are losing your members, that are joining my camp, say, so I'm happy that it's happening. So but like you can have all the governors, all the senators, all what have you. That does not automatically mean that Nigerians are going to vote for those people. And perhaps that's why they are making the process of results, to be, so weak, and then to lose credibility, so that you can't even rely on anything, because how do you rely on somebody who is an employee of your opponent? It's not that you are thinking that he is an employee of your employment, because your opponent employed the person. So where we are in this country, believe you me, is a very, very precarious situation. I've been using the word precarious. I know why I'm choosing the word precarious, because it is. Care is not taken. Our democracy may suffer some untold, hardship in making progress. So I would want, I don't know, it's too late in the day. This is the only chance that I think Mr. President had, which he lost, to prove himself to be a Democrat, to prove himself to be a lover of these people of this country, to prove that the trust that people had in him, was not lost. So, what is the future of democracy in this country? I think the future of democracy in this country is Nigerians to wake up to the fact that what they have as a democratically elected government has become a tyranny. A tyranny, as far as democracy is concerned, because it's not that.
Suspected bandits have demanded 100 million naira from Islamic preachers in Utono village, Ngaski local government area of Kebbi state, threatening them not to preach in the community without payment. The threat followed a recent attack by suspected Lakurawa militants in Ariwa and the Kangiwa local government areas, where about 33 people were killed. A letter sent to community leaders warned residents not to take the message lightly, causing panic among villagers. A community source said the attackers also claimed they were not afraid of anyone, including soldiers. Confirming the development, the spokesperson of Kebbi State government said Nasir Idris had directed the police commissioner to deploy additional security personnel to prevent any attack. Security presence has since been reinforced in Utono and surrounding areas, with residents remaining on high alert. So joining us via phone call to give us more updates on the Kebbi story is Abdulmumin Haruna Utono. He is a resident of the affected Utono community. Hello and welcome to News Hour, Abdulmumin.
Hello, thank you. You're welcome too.
All right. So now tell us, what's the situation in Utono village right now, given the threats from the suspected bandits?
The situation was very bad. In fact, most of our people in the village left the village to have a peace of mind somewhere around, because they were panicked. So that's the situation now. But we were given a troop of soldiers to take care of the place.
Okay, aside the people that left, how did the community residents that decided to stay react to the demand for 100 million naira from the Islamic preachers?
It was not 100 million even. They wrote we should prepare 150 million naira.
It's actually 150 million.
It was 150 million for the first letter they sent to us.
Okay, go ahead.
It was 150 million. So that's immediately we saw the letter. We take it to the head of the village, and the village head assigned his Galadima we take the letter to the headquarters of the local government. So they gave the DPO the information, and well, the time the local government chairman was not in the local government. He was away for some official duty there in Abuja, and immediately he came back. They sent soldiers to us.
Okay, what are your concerns about safety and security in the village, and what do you hope the authorities will do? You said the security operatives have been deployed in the state, in the community, I beg your pardon. So what are they doing? Are they doing what they're supposed to do?
They are doing their best. They are just going around and looking whether anybody will come to attack anybody there. That was the only thing they are doing. They are not doing anything but just to secure the place.
Okay, at the moment, how about the village heads? Are they doing anything? Is there a collaboration between the village head and the security operatives to make sure that the community is secured?
Yes, there was. We were even contributing some amount of money to take care of the security they brought to us. Maybe we definitely know that government will supply everything for them, but in our own position, we just feel we should do